I am a vulnerable girl. I really do enjoy feeling deeply, and thank God for that, because I am a hypersensitive person about many things. Caffeine, loud noises, tension, crowds, alcohol, nicotine. I'm very easy to disturb at my core. I feel very deeply. I am just a girl who enjoys a good cry and a nice conversation. Recently, it's been heightened, I think. I feel like the only thing I ever do anymore is cry over existence. Never before have I thought about the weight of connection, the majesty of a handhold, the wonder of a conversation between friends, the rarity of real connection. It's so amazing how the world is held together by whatever humanity exists between friends, or a family gathering, or an act of kindness, or an empty coffee mug. A cup of stars, a conversation's remnants left lingering, twinkling in the air. Connection, connection, connection. I just find myself constantly overwhelmed by the beauty of things. The other day, I was going to meet up with my friend Liz, and I was pissed off because traffic was going to add a horrific 15 minutes to my drive. I ended up on a back road I'd never driven before, and it was across barren farm fields because of the recent frost. And I was listening to Japanese breakfasts posing for cars, which is sickening enough as it is. And there's vultures flying in the sky, and I'm craning my neck to look at them circle, and my windows are cracked, and it's freezing and bright, and I just start thinking about how this is existence. I'm content in my little car, listening to my little music, feeling microscopic on this little planet. But not in a bad way. I feel tears well up in my eyes, and I begin to realize that these tears are me. I was just suddenly slapped in the face by my own existence. It's so hard to process and understand, and I don't know how people do it. My therapist tells me that I need to remain grounded. When I float up too high, I should remember to tether myself to a blade of fine fescue before I float off into the expansion of existence. I just have to remind myself that the dishes need to be done. That's all. For all of my sentimental broke girls, I think I have one of the best Christmas gift ideas ever. I decided to make tiny little fridge magnets for my friends and my family. I don't have any money to spend this year, as is every year. But I decided to make tiny little like blueberries and some stars and some other personalized things out of air dry clay and paint them with acrylic paint and then glaze them with like clear nail polish. And it has been so sweet, and it's really given me a space to be creative. As you know, I'm getting back into that. So it's been really nice, and it's been really fun to like play with paints and play with clay. It's also just really stress relieving. I highly recommend this for anyone who needs any ideas for gifting. Air dry clay at Walmart is pretty cheap. Acrylic paints are pretty cheap. Tiny little paint brushes are also pretty cheap. It's a win-win. And I also went further on and had the idea to package them in my green tea bags that I have used before. I drink green tea every morning, and they come in these cute little packages, and I thought it would be really sweet to put them inside of the little tea bags and then put a little personalized sticker on the back with their name on it. So that's how I'll be giving out all the gifts, and I just think it's the most darling thing ever. And I just think it's something that people will actually really use, and it's something that's really sweet, and I think that it's just a wonderful gift idea. So I wanted to share it in case anybody wanted to steal it from me. You have complete permission. I just finished watching Beautiful Boy with Timothée Chalamet and Steve Gru. I chose that film because I wanted to watch a movie that I know would make me cry. And boy, did it! Oh my god. That film was so beautiful, so well done, so unfortunately
real, and I think that's why it fucks me up so bad, is because there's so many different perspectives to consider, and all of them are real and whole and stark, and they're all experiences that people have felt before. Like, putting yourself behind anyone's shoes is just gut-wrenching in this whole movie. How it didn't even end with like a real resolution, it just adds to its reality and its depth as it connects to real life outside of the screen. And it was just so beautiful and so sickening and sad. It just is so, I can't even, no words that I'm gonna say are gonna describe it well enough, but I guess one thing that we could take away from this is that my mom does not know Beautiful Boy by John Lennon. I was texting her about it and I was like, yeah, like, he just started singing Beautiful Boy to his son. Oh, which, don't even get me started on like the familial conflict and the generational conflict. Because one thing about me is I know how to cry about a movie, especially whenever it comes to the mommies and the daddies. I don't know. But my mom was like, I don't know that song. I was like, hey mate, are you serious? I really recommend that film if you're in the mood for something that is just dreadfully stunning and sickeningly beautiful. Only if you're down to cry. If you don't want to watch something that's going to make you severely upset, don't watch it. God. Amazing. Amazing.
So, I have a very extensive CD collection. Not like incredibly extensive, but it's a good amount. So first I'm going to show you guys what I got yesterday whenever me and Julianne went to a CD store. I got a couple. I got Notorious B.I.G. Love. I got the Wu-Tang Clan. I have something to confess, I've actually never listened to the Wu-Tang Clan. So I saw this for $5 and I said, let me put that in my bag. Mazzy Star, Among My Swan. Sickening. And then I got the Essential Tony Bennett collection because Tony Bennett and Andy Williams are probably my favorite easy listening artists. I love their voices very, very much. And I miss Tony, so I got that. Had to satisfy my 13-year-old self with this one, okay? I think I have this on vinyl, but I don't know. I can show you guys my vinyl collection too, if you'd be interested in that. Let me know. So this is my group of, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it yet. This is the group that I might end up selling back to that store that I went to, because some of them I just don't listen to much. Harry Connick Jr., it has French on it. I don't wanna talk about it. The John Lennon collection, I listened to this last night and that's what caused me to watch Beautiful Boy. So I'm gonna keep this because I actually really did like the album. Very mixed feelings about this man though. We have Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. I haven't listened to this yet. I just thought it was a really cool cover. So I got this. I need to listen to this and make sure. I got the Cruel Intentions soundtrack. Now, the Cruel Intentions movie is crazy, but I kind of love it. And I don't remember what the soundtrack is, but I just love the movie, so I was like, let me grab that. So I need to listen to this and see if I actually like the songs on here. I mean, they have Counting Crows and Marcy Playground. Like, I don't think I'll be that disappointed. I have this one that's called The Wallflowers. It has a candle like stain on it, so sorry about that. Still haven't listened to it. Genuinely just thought it was really cute. So, gotta listen to that. I have What's the Story Morning Glory Oasis album. I love Oasis, but I haven't listened to this album. I need to listen to this and see if I like it. And then I have a Cranberries album that I haven't listened to yet that I need to. And I have an Iron and Wine CD, and I really do enjoy Iron and Wine, but I haven't listened to this album in a while. The case is a little bit fucked up, so I don't know if they'll take it anyways, so it might just be a matter of faith. Let's get to the big guy. I love Chris Isaak, I love Wicked Game, but I don't know much of his other stuff, so I bought this to see if I would listen to it. I still haven't listened to it yet. We have Nat King Cole, which is one of my favorite jazz musicians ever. I guess he would be considered more easy listening, but either way, love. I have a Broken Social Club CD. I love Broken Social Club. I think that they have such interesting music. I love Lover's Spit and Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl. Their music is incredible, so I got this, and I love it. We have a Third Eye Blind CD, because how are you gonna collect CDs and not have a Third Eye Blind CD? Let's be serious. So, have this. I have the Velvet Underground and Nico, and it's Andy Warhol on the front. It's such a cool collection of music, and I love it. I have PJ Harvey, obviously. PJ Harvey is amazing and fits right into that playlist category of like Jeff Buckley and Elliott Smith and Nick Drake and Fiona Apple. Yeah. I have a Patsy Cline collection because Patsy Cline is incredible and her voice is wonderful. So I have a collection of her stuff. I fucking love Patti Smith so much. I love this woman. So intelligent, so cool. Read any of her books. Any of them. I highly recommend. I have horses on CD. Okay, this one. This one was a personal purchase of mine when I was 14. It's Meet the Vamps. If you get it, you get it. About Last Night. Dear Diary. I love this album. I played it in my car last night and I was like, what, all I wanna be, all I ever wanna be. Yeah, this is very nostalgic for me. And it makes me laugh every time I listen to it because it's so bad that it's good. I have Drops of Jupiter by Train. I'm not explaining. I have Everybody Else Is Doing It, So Why Don't We by the Cranberries. And this one I will not be getting rid of. I will be keeping this one. I might get rid of this. Sorry, he's really hot. I just can't with the 7-minute long keyboard like breakdowns. I just can't do it. The Doors aren't for me. The first time I listened to this album, I was so like, what is going on in here? I just don't think it's for me. I might actually end up selling that one. I love Bad Sons. I got to see them in concert a couple years ago and I've been a fan of them since I was like 13, 14. I love them. Okay, this is super niche. This is Aslan Debison, and this was my favorite CD whenever I was a kid. She is the sweetest thing ever, and I, like, look at that fucking CD. Every time I listen to these songs, it makes me cry a little bit. I have Bob Dylan. I think I have a couple of Bob Dylan CDs. Maybe I don't, maybe I'm lying. It looks like I might be lying. I love Bob Dylan. I got to see him in concert, kind of. They didn't zoom in on him at all, so I actually didn't see him. And I was really fucking sad about it. And everybody else was like, what the fuck, refund me. I didn't even get to see the old man. But he's incredible and I love him and I love his voice. And I know that that's a hot take, but I love Bob Dylan. He's such a cool guy. Ugh. We have my main man, Elliott Smith. My main man is Jeff Buckley, but he's a very close second. I love Elliott Smith. There is no discussion on this song. It is perfect. I have Blood Flowers by The Cure. I love The Cure. His voice is so funny and he's an incredible artist and the music is really fucking good. So I think this is one that I got in London. I have a Billie Holiday collection because she's just the darn best and her voice is so cool. And whenever it's Sunday morning and I'm cleaning and I want to listen to Billie Holiday to make the energy better, that's what I do. That's what I do. So for, I think it was Christmas last year, one of my friends got me, or I bought it, I can't remember. I don't know. I bought the Jungkook Golden album book thing and it came with the CD. So I have Golden on CD. I have Divide by Ed Sheeran, and this CD case is bit the fuck up because it has been in my center console in my car for like probably 7 years now. But we love her. Supermarket Flowers hurts to listen to every time. I love Ed Sheeran. I'm not like a crazy fanatic or anything, but I definitely recognize his genius and his talent. And I love that man. I love that weird little ginger man. I think he's great. Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. Obviously. Once again, you don't collect CDs and you don't own this CD. Duh. I have my favorite Tame Impala album. I fucking love it. I just think this is such a cool CD case. And then I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a time whenever Neil Young had his music removed from Spotify, and it was very upsetting, but I do understand. But his music is back on there now, but I bought the CD because Harvest Moon is one of my favorite songs of all time, and I just could not listen to it. So, Neil Young. I have Nick Drake. I love Nick Drake. That's my man. Love him. And then I have two more. I have Best of Ricky Nelson. I love this man. Lonesome Town is one of the most haunting, beautiful songs ever. I love it. He's great. This has 27 songs on it. Like, I'm set for life. And last but not least, we have Hannah Montana. Yes, I'm just like you. So that's it. That is it. This is my CD collection. I hope that you enjoyed. Also, wanted to say, I don't think that's all of my CDs. I think I'm missing a handful because one of my favorite CDs is my Chet Baker CD, and I can't find it. So, just wanted to let you know. There's more where that came from. I don't know where they are, but there is. So, IKEA!
There's a family.
How fast?